So now we're going to look at how we can use vector registers and vector instructions to implement what we've started to call the microkernel. What do we have here? We have a microtile of C, a micropanel of A, and a micropanel of B. And recall that we update that micropanel by multiplying these two together. And how did we do that? Well, we analyzed that it's beneficial to load the microtile of C into vector registers and to then stream the data from A and B through. Let's just illustrate that. Here we have instantiated this microtile of C, and we chose to make it a 4x4. And we've also taken one of the columns of A and the corresponding row of B, and we've depicted that over here. So this is the data that is needed to do one rank 1 update. Now what did we say? We said let's load the microtile of C into registers, except that we're going to use vector registers. What that means is that each column in C now is in a vector register of the core. Okay. When we then do our next rank 1 update, we bring in the column of A into a vector register. And what we notice is that the first column of C must be updated by this times that for the first element, this times that for the second element, this times that for the third element, etc. So what we really want to do is we want to do an element-wise multiplication and then add to the appropriate element in C. And to make that happen, what we do is we take our element in B and we duplicate it. And now we can use a vector instruction to update the first column of matrix C. Right? Now once we're done with that, we no longer need this element of B. So what we can do is we can say, okay, let's use that same vector register now to load and broadcast the next element of B. And then again, we can do element-wise multiplications and additions now to the second column of C, and so forth. Once we've done this for every element in the row of B, we can reuse the vector register that held elements of A for the next column of A, and we can again load and broadcast elements of the next row of B, and we continue on like that.